Welcome to Mr. Ola James TV at Number Sentences. Today we'll be talking about Roman numerals. But before we go to the board, Roman numeral is used by ancient Roman over 2,000 years ago, and they are still used today in clock, movie title, Olympics, and monarchs like Queen Elizabeth II, Ọba Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ 1, Onítìrẹ 3, and so on. It is a very interesting topic as we are going to be enjoying it. So meet me at the board. Yes. All right. We are going to be talking about this like we have explained earlier on. Now, these are the basic symbols of Roman numeral, the basic symbol of Roman numeral. So after these ones, there is no any other symbol. After this one, there is no any other symbol. Now, this is Roman numeral, and this is the value that we know it to in our own letter, that is Arabic numeral. Now, when we have this is 1. You see, it's having letter I. It is 1. This letter I is gotten from the fact that you raise up one finger like this. That is 1. That is I. So if I want to make it 2, I double it 2. If I want to make it 3, 3. Aha, like that. So now this is 5. V is 5. V is 5. See, V is 5. And how do we come about that? Do your hand like this. You will see that at each of the fingers, between them, you are getting a V shape. So that is V. This is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At any point, you have your V, you have your V, you have your V, and you have your V this way. But you may not consider this, but this is V. But it is 5. V. Now let's go to this one. This is X. X is 10. Now, if I say 10, this is 10. You can see my X. My X is formed this way. That is 10. 5 here, 5 here, it gave me 10. And that is X. You can see my arm this way, my arm this way. That forms the 10. Now, let us go to the L. L is 50. Why are we choosing L to be 50? Alright, the reason is when we talk about half, there is a letter there that is called L. That is H-A-L-F. Now, when you look at all the letters in half, they give us what? They give us H. If you look at H, H can be mistakenly written as 4. Look at A. A can be looked at from another person's handwriting as 9. Look at L. L does not look like any number at all. So it is L. We pick L from the word half to be what? 50. 50. The half. 50. And half of what are we talking about? Okay, the F. Yes, when you look at some children that have some special needs, they take F to be 7. They take F to be 7. There are some children that have no special needs like Down syndrome and the rest of them. So that is why L is chosen from half. Half of what? Half of a century. That is C. A century is 100. 100. That's why you pick the C. So 100 is C. Century. C starts century. C-E-N-T-U-R-Y. Now, century. That is 100. Now, what is this one? This is 500. 500 too. We're supposed to be calling it half. half. But why? We don't call it half because we want to call it, okay, let's say a millennium is what? Circle. If a millennium is a circle, then when we divide a circle into two, we got that line that can divide it as what? Diameter. A line that cuts a circle into two equal parts. That is diameter. D 500. D 500. Then M is the complete circle. We call it a millennium. A millennium. You know, when you get to a millennium, you have to do what? Start all over again. Start from this 1000, 1001, 1002. And you get to what? Yes. So we have chosen N because it starts a millennium. And millennium is 1000. 1000. So 1 is I, 5 is V, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. If you have known all this, then you don't have issue with Roman numeral. You don't have issue with Roman numeral. Before I forget, there is something we call vinculum. There is something we call vinculum. What is vinculum? What is vinculum? Vinculum is a bar that can be placed on any of the symbols in Roman numeral. Is a bar that can be placed on any of this one in Roman numeral. Now, before I go ahead and explain vinculum very well to you, let us quickly look at some rules in Roman numeral. Rules in Roman numeral. What are the rules? Number 9. No more than 3. No more than 3 symbols in a row. No more than 3 symbols in a row. For instance, we can have I. We cannot have the fourth one. No. We can have X. We cannot have the fourth X. It can be X, and so on, etc. And so on. We cannot have them 4. The maximum is 3. We cannot have no more than 3 symbols in a row. The same symbol in a row. That is the first one. The second one, okay, smaller symbol comes first when subtracting. Smaller symbol come first when subtracting. Okay, I want to get my 4 now. I will say to get 4 is 5 minus 1 and it will give me 4. So what is 5 here? 5 is V minus what is 1? I. So because I'm subtracting now, the smaller one is I, come first before the what? V. And we subtract when we are going to be writing the next one as 4. If you are going to be having the next symbol, 4 symbols, for instance, I want to get my 40. 40. Normally it's supposed to be X. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying this is wrong. This is not wrong. But in our, academical prowess, we don't take this one as correct. This is not correct. Although there was a time that it is written this way, but not anymore. Not anymore. So to get our 40, we can say it is 50 minus 10. That will give us 40. And then when we say 50 is what? L. It minus what? X. Equals to what? The smaller one will come first. That is what this law is saying. So we have XL. Then number 3. Number 3. Addition. Bigger symbol comes first when we are adding. When bigger symbol come first. Okay, I want to get my 6 now. I can say 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. Yes. And 5 is V plus I. That gives me what? VI. So there's a difference between VI and IV. Is that understood? That is just the 3 laws you need to know in Roman. Let us see. Let us see some numbers now. Now, look at this number. Number 1. I want to write 2,845 in Roman numeral. Look at the way I'm going to go about it. The first thing is that I am going to write these ones out based on their what? Place value. 2 here is 2,000. Yes, some of you can call it expanded form. Yes, expanded form. But I'm not going to be adding plus in the middle of the values. So that's why I call it place value. This is 2,000. This one is 800. This is 40. And the last is 5. Now, knowing fully well that 1,000 is M. And there is no law that says that we cannot join 2 M's together. Rather, we cannot join 4 M's together. Now, so 2,000 is going to be M. 800. 800 is going to be what? 50 plus 30. Why? We have 50 here. Since we have 50, it's the one closer to 80. So, not only 800. We have 500 plus 300. Because this one is closer to it than any other person. Now, this one is now, D now is 500. If I ask one C is 600. Another C, 700. Another C, 800. If I have 900, then I cannot add one more C because they must not be 4. Okay, that is that. 40, class, we've done something like that here. 40. It is 50 minus 10. And that is what? XL. Now, 5 is V. So, therefore, 2,845 in Roman numeral is MMDCCCXLV. That is how simple this has become with Mr. Olajames TV. Now, let us check the next one, number 2. Number 2, I want to be going to the highest number now before we start using vinculum. You know, I told you about vinculum. Now, the highest number in Roman figure before the introduction of vinculum is 3,999. 3,999. So to get this one done, the place value of 3 here is 3,000 and 9 is 900. The second 9 is 90 and the third 9 is 9. So there is no law that says we cannot join 3 things together. In fact, the maximum way we can write it is just 3. It can't go to 4. So we can say M. That is 3,000. 900. We are beating 800 there, and I said that time that we cannot put any one C again, because if you put a C here, it's going to be 4, which go against number 1 rule. So what are we going to do? Before 900, we got 1,000. So that means we are going to have 1,000 minus 100 will give us 900. That is, we are using the second law now. Now, and this one is M minus C. And that will give us, if you remember that law very well, say the smaller one comes first when we are subtracting. No, we have M, C. So we have C, M. I wanted to say C, M, not M, C. C, M. Now, 90. We cannot write 90 as 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. No. Why? It is 4. It goes against the rule. Now, what we are going to do is 100 minus 10 will give you 90. 100 is C, 10 is X, then 90, the smaller one comes first, XC. So we have our 90 as XC. And 9, of course. If you do it very well, you will know that 9 is IX. So therefore, 3,999 in Roman numeral is MMCM That is Roman numeral. Very interesting and very simple. We are converting Arabic numeral to Roman numeral. Take their place value 734, and you at home, you can try to do this. You can try to do this, but no matter when you have done it, you must get your answer that 743 is equals to D, that is 500, 600, 700. 30 is 10, 20, 30. 4 is IV. So what I'm asking you to do now, slot in this one and make sure you get that answer that I have gotten. Alright, let's now come and talk about vinculum. Vinculum. Now, you know, after 3,999, we need to write 4,000. Does that mean that in Roman numeral, their numbers stop at 3,999? No. There are still provisions for us to write 4,000. Now, what is vinculum? A bar. A vinculum means times 1,000. Or we can say just add 3 zeros. Just add 3 zeros. That is it. For instance, example, if I want to write 4,000 in Roman numeral, then I will just ask myself, this is 4. This is 4. These 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3, is the vinculum, the bar. So let me just write my 4. My 4 is IV. Then when I place my vinculum on it like this, it becomes 4,000. That is how fantastic it is. When I want to write 5,000, I don't need to stress myself. I cannot write M. No, I am going to say V with vinculum on it. That is the bar. You see, this is not saying 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. I say means multiply times a 1,000 times a 1,000. 4 times 1,000. That is what it means. Let's now look at this one now. If I want to write, let me say 6,423. 6,423. Let me get my place value. This is 6,000, right? This one is what? 400. This is 20, and this is 3. So let me get this is 6,000. 6,000. So all I see that I've seen this 1,000 there, that is the introduction of vinculum. Now 6,000 is VI. Then I put my vinculum on it. Then this one is 400. I have my 400. Yes, my 400 should be what? CD. That means 500 minus 100. CD. And my 20 is just 2 x's, because 1 x is 10, then 2 x should be 20, and this is 3 I, just like a finger. Then therefore 6,423 is equal to VI with the vinculum CD XXII. That is your answer. You can practice more at home. You see, with Mr. Ola James, mathematics becomes very interesting and simple. So let's quickly do one thing before we call it a day. Alright, let us look at this one. Convert to Arabic or Hindu numeral. Now let us look at this one. This is what? MCM III. There are laws we need to follow when we are doing this. Number one, know very well that you pick your symbols one after the other. Pick your symbols one after the other. And the first symbol we have here is M. M. But before you pick this M, check the next one. Is it bigger than it or it is smaller? Luckily, this is smaller. So that means we are going to pick our M. And M equals to what? 1,000. Then the next one we are picking is C. C. Let us pick our C. C. But before you say what C is, check the next number. Is it bigger or smaller? The next symbol to C. Is it bigger or smaller? Oh, it is bigger. That is, we are going to take the two of them together. If it is bigger, it is disrespectful to take smaller number when you see out the bigger one. So that's why I'm going to take two of them together. It's coming first, but this is bigger. So you take them together. And when you know, when you have been following this class, you know that CM means something. It means that they've said M minus C, because it's only when we subtract that C will come before M. That is M minus C, and that is 1,000 minus 100. That will give us 900. 900. So we've gotten that. The next one is I. When you look at it, this is just 3. So add these ones together. This will give us 3. This is 0. This is 9. And this is 1. Therefore, MCM I is equals to 1903. 1903, that is 1,903. Okay. Let's look at this one. The same process. Pick the first one first. The first letter here, the first symbol here is D. Take your D. Now check the next one, C. Is it bigger than D? No. So take your D like that. Your D is what? 500. Remember, it is half of century. It is a diameter that divides circle into 2. Now, this one is X. Take your, C. We took D first. Then now we take D, C. Now check the next number. It is X. So C is bigger than X. C is bigger than X. So we are going to leave our C alone, and C is 100. 100. Now let's take X. Now when we take X, what is the next number here? The next symbol is C, and C is bigger than X. So we take two of them together. So XC. XC means that they subtracted, because there is no way X can come before C if not that they subtracted it. So C minus X, that is 100 minus 10. That will give us 90. Please arrange your number very well. Remember, place value is what we are using. Now this one is V. Take your V. Check the next one. Is the next one bigger than the V? No. Write your 5. And the next one is I. And it is I again. So we can pick two of them together. That is I. And that gives us 2. So class, when we add these ones together, let us add them together. Sorry, I have to clean that one. Let us add together. This one gives us 7. This one gives us 9. And this is 6. So therefore, DCXCVII is equals to 697. Alright. I forgot what I cleaned there before, but let me set another question here. Let's say we are having IV vinculum CMI. You see? IV vinculum CMI. So what will this one give us? The first thing is when you see vinculum on a Roman numeral, a Roman figure, a Roman symbol, then you take them together no matter how many they are. See this one are just 2. Just take them that this is IV vinculum. And the IV is 4 times 1,000. It gives us 4,000. Then C. But before you write your C, check the next one. The next one is M. So M is bigger than C. You take them together. cm. And as a matter of fact, you know that it's 1000 minus 100, and that gives us 900. I said always arrange them according to their magnitude. Now the next one, we are taking cm. The last one is I, so we have just I here, I, and that I is 1. So you see, I put 1 here. Don't place it there, don't place it there, don't place it there. Place it according to their place value. Now 1. Then this one is 1, 0, 9, 4. So therefore, I V vinculum CMI will give us 4,901. That is it. That is all about Roman numeral. Yes, it is very simple. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not done so. Press notification button to always get our post first. And guess what? You can actually call us for online tutorial on 080 24 64 8000 080 24 64 8000. Especially this summer period, you can call us. We can fix you up online teaching from year 3 to SS3. God bless you. Thank you for loving Mr. Ola James. Bye.